Hello rail fans, and welcome to another French Fried Trains Minecraft locomotive tutorial. Today, we're going to be building GE number 2010. This was a prototype hybrid locomotive. This locomotive was a test bed to try and save emissions by storing power in batteries. And one of the big differences you can see here is this bunch of batteries down on the side. It was built off your standard GEVO frame, but the idea being that during dynamic braking, the extra power generated, instead of being dissipated, would be stored in these batteries and then could be applied later to add horsepower without adding emissions. So let's get right into this here. Also, this is the first one I've built since the new 1.17 update, so we'll be experimenting around with some of the new blocks today. I'll be building it up front of the train I already have, so the first step is to take a dark oak stair to be the coupler and get it attached. Come underneath it and put a dark oak fence gate to be an air hose. Then we're going to come up here, delete the fence gates on this locomotive behind it, and replace them with dark oak fences and extend them out. Behind that, we're going to put a polished blackstone stair down on the rails. We need 3 of them facing this way, coming across the middle. On the outsides, upside down stairs facing outward. Then above that, a polished blackstone block in the middle and 2 forward facing upside down stairs on either side. Then we'll put a temporary block on the side and 3 upside down smooth quartz stairs in the middle. Delete the temporary block. Come around behind here with polished blackstone and make a T-shape pattern. Put an end rod down on bottom above each rail. Behind that, we're going to make a 5x3 of polished blackstone blocks coming out to each side of the rails here. Next, we're going to do the wheels, and I'm going to use a waxed copper block for this. We're using wax copper so it doesn't oxidize and change colors. Skip 1 block back and get 1 on each rail here. And if we want to, we could also use the new lightning rod for the axle here. And that looks pretty good, but I think I'm still going to use my good old end rod axles so the train has that little bit of extra lighting. Behind that, on the upper hitbox, we're going to put deep slate tile slabs, and we need to make 2 rows coming 5 across the rails. Then another set of waxed copper wheels and an end rod axle. Then same thing on the upper hitbox, 2 rows of 5 deep slate tile slabs. And 1 more set of wheels here with an end rod axle. Then we're going to take a dark oak fence gate and we're going to open it into the ends of the wheels on this end, come down here and open it into the ends of the wheels on this end. Now take out a polished blackstone block on top and start filling in this top middle 3 coming down the length of the truck. We're going to come out 1 block past where those fence gates are. Then come underneath it, put 3 across the bottom here. Then we're going to take upside down polished blackstone stairs facing outward, and we're going to make a line coming down that's 15 blocks long in total. Once you have 15 blocks, put 3 blocks across the back, and same thing on this side. Upside down polished blackstone stairs facing outward, and bring it all the way forward to connect up here, and frame in the bottom of this fuel tank. Then we'll switch back to a polished blackstone block, come on top here, and continue filling this top middle 3 in, coming down the length of the fuel tank. For now, we'll stop at the end of the fuel tank. Then, come down on the rail, skip 1 block back, and get a set of waxed copper wheels with an end rod axle. Then, same thing, on the upper hitbox, 2 rows of 5 deep slate tile slabs. Then another set of waxed copper wheels with an end rod axle, and another 2 rows of 5 deep slate tile slabs. Then our final set of wheels, so wax copper on each wheel and an end rod axle. Then we open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here and into the ends of the wheels down here. Then we'll come back on top with our polished blackstone block and continue filling this top middle 3 in, coming down the length of this truck. We stop above where the fence gates are. Then in front of that, down on the rails, we need to get a 5x3 of polished blackstone block coming out to each side of the rails. In front of that, we make this T-shaped pattern and put an end rod down on bottom above each rail. Then on bottom here, 3 polished blackstone stairs like this, and on the outsides, upside down facing outward stairs. On this level, a block in the middle, and 2 forward facing upside down stairs on either side of that. On top, 3 upside down smooth quartz stairs facing forward. Then we're going to come up here with a dark oak stair for the coupler, spin around this way and get it stacked up to that second block. Delete the one you used for placement and put a dark oak fence gate under it for an airline. Then on either side, open a dark oak fence gate into the plow here. Now we're going to take out smooth quartz slab to be our stairs, and we're going to put 3 of them coming up this on the bottom hip boxes of all those blocks. Same thing over here. Then we got to put our stairs on the other end. So come down to this end, and same thing on the bottom hip boxes, 3 slabs coming up. 1 more corner to go, 3 slabs over here. Then we're going to come on the sides of the trucks here, and everywhere there's a wheel, we're going to put a hopper on the outside of the wheel. Same thing down here. Then we'll do the other side. So hoppers in front of all 3 of these wheels, and hoppers in front of all 3 of these wheels. Then we'll switch back to our deep slate tile slab, and on the top of this we'll run a row of slabs going from the front wheel to the back wheel. Same thing here. And same thing over here. And 1 more corner to go. A row of slabs from this wheel to that wheel. Now we have to decide which end is the front. My front's going to be facing the void, making this the engineer side. So we're going to come on the engineer side on top of the fuel tank here with a polished blackstone block. On the front, we're going to put 4 blocks. On the back, 2 blocks. Then take out anvils for air tanks, put 4 here and 4 on the front with a gap in the middle. Put a crimson button in that gap. Then we're going to put a crimson button on this second block and a crimson sign on this first block. On the other side of the fuel tank, we're just going to do a solid row of polished blackstone blocks coming all the way down the length of it. Then same thing, we're going to put a crimson sign here on the front block and a crimson button behind it. Then right in front of the fuel tank, hang a bell right there. Then switch to a chain, put a chain in these 2 front gaps, a chain here, come down here, a chain in these 2 gaps, and put a chain up here in these 2 gaps. Then we're going to switch to polished blackstone block and fill in this top middle 3 going end to end. Then, starting from the front end here, on this very top edge, we're going to put a row of smooth quartz slabs coming back 12 blocks long. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. The sill doesn't extend all the way down like it does on a normal Gevo, because that's where they store all these extra batteries. We're going to use the new chiseled deep slate block for the batteries here. So we're going to come on this top edge, skip 2 blocks behind the slabs, put 2, skip a block, put 2, skip a block, put another 2, skip a block, put 2, skip a block. And this one is actually going to be 3 blocks long. and then we'll fill in the rest with smooth quartz slab on the upper hip box. Then we're just going to copy that pattern over to the other side here. So skip 2, put 2, skip a block 2, skip a block 2, skip a block 2, skip a block 3, and fill the rest with slabs. Now the white stripe actually continues on the batteries here, and we have no real way of doing that, so to represent that detail I'm going to use a birch sign. And on the outside edges of these batteries, we're going to put a birch sign on every single one of them. And we'll do that on both sides. After that, we can move up and work on the cab. Come up here, 2 blocks on the end, make a 3x2 of lime concrete, skip a block for a door and a column of 2, then 1 on the top middle. Then we're going to come around behind this here, and on the outside edges on bottom on each side, 1 lime concrete. Above that, we're going to put a green concrete to represent the GE logo, then back to lime and fill in this top middle 3 on back here. Then we're going to take waxed, weathered, cut copper stairs, 2 of them on the outsides like this, and 1 on each side of this nose facing outward like this. Make sure it's the wax version so it doesn't change color. Then on this engineer side on bottom, we're going to put a row of 4 lime wool. Then on this side, we're going to switch over here, go back to lime concrete, then 2 lime shulker boxes, and then another lime concrete. Above these, we're going to put a full row of lime concrete. Then 1 on the front and back on each side, and black wool in the middle for the locomotive number. Then 2 black stained glass coming across the front, lime concrete in the middle, and 2 more glass. Then 2 stained glass panes on the sides for the side windows, and a lime concrete behind them. Then we're going to go back to the wax weathered cut copper stairs and put a row above the windows facing outward on either side. Then we'll fill in this whole middle 3 of the cab roof with lime concrete. Come up here behind the cab, and in the middle, we're going to extend a row of 9 lime concrete coming down the middle. Come around on the engineer side on back of this. On the back, 1 lime concrete, then 2 cobbled deep slate, then a lime concrete. Then we're going to put a lime concrete on the front by the cab here, and another one, and put 1 in the middle so there's a gap with a block of space, and we put sideways observers in there. And then this side is slightly different. So on this conductor side, starting at the back, 1 lime concrete, 2 cobbled deep slate, and a lime concrete. Then put 2 lime concrete on the front, 1 more in this back space, and then 2 sideways observers right next to each other, so it looks like that. Then we're going to come under here right behind the cab, 1 block from the outside, and we're going to fill this all in with lime concrete coming up to the bottom of these dynamic brake things we just built. And for now, we'll bring that all the way to the back of this section. Then on the other side, we have to leave space for a door, so this first one's only 2 blocks tall, and then all the rest fill into the top to the back of this section. Next, we're going to come up here on this side next to this door, knock out the first column of 2 next to the door, and replace it with sideways lime shulker boxes. Skip another block and another column of 2. Then on this bottom sill, starting right behind the cab, we're going to put a row of 6 lime concrete. And then 1 up in that corner to get up to the door. On this side, we have to build the inverter box. So we're going to start on bottom here at the back of the cab with lime concrete, and We're going to bring it right back to where those quartz slabs end. Then another row coming up and another row, so it's 3 high. Then we're going to come up here under this back vent, knock out a column of 2, and put in 2 lime shulker boxes. Then down here we need to put 2 sideways lime shulker boxes, skipping a block, so 1 there. We'll have to put a block behind this one to mount it, because there's another extra little box on this version of this hybrid locomotive. Now we'll come down and work on the back. So we're going to come on the back middle, 2 blocks in from the end, with light blue concrete, and we're going to make a column of 5. Then a column of 5 kitty corner to that forward, and same thing on the other side. Then off this top middle one, we're going to come out 2 on each side. Then we're going to come around in front of this here on the top. And on this top edge block on the side, we're going to come forward by another 5 blue concrete. Same thing on this side. And we can just go ahead and fill all of this in with light blue concrete. Then we're going to take out prismarine brick stairs. And on this outside edge, we're going to put a row of 4 right side up and facing outward. Same thing on this other side here. Then back to light blue concrete. 3 coming across here, 2 up each side, and fill in the front, so there's a hole of 2. We fill that hole with 2 blocks of coal. Then we'll come underneath here with light blue concrete and put a full row on the top coming to the front of this, 1 block in from the outside. Same thing over here. Now come on top with prismarine brick slabs, and we're going to go all the way around these coal blocks with it. On top of the coal blocks, we put 2 iron trapdoors. Then a row of prismarine brick slabs coming up the middle all the way to the back, and then 1 on each side like that. Then we're going to put a row of polished deep slate slabs on either side to be the vents. Now we're going to swing around on this conductor side here in this back corner. And we're going to take out a light blue shulker box, and we're going to put a column of 2 sideways light blue shulker boxes. Then 2 light blue concrete in front of it, and we're going to put a shulker box on top and another one on top of that light blue concrete. And actually we're going to make this bottom one a shulker box as well. Then we're going to close the jungle trapdoor for the brake wheel. In front of that, a column of 3 deep slate tile walls. Then a light blue concrete in front of it, an iron bar, and a light blue concrete above that. Come around behind here with bedrock, so it fills in this vent. And actually, we're going to come around like this, and we're just going to fill in this whole section 3 high with bedrock, coming out to the front of this section that we built here. That way, all of the future vents we're going to build, we won't have to come back and do this. Back over here in front of this, and we're going to do another column of 3 deep slate tile walls. Then a column of 3 light blue concrete. Then 2 light blue concrete on bottom, and fill this with iron bars. Now we'll come over and work on the other side. And this side over here is slightly different, so we're going to start at the back with a column of 3 deep slate tile walls. Then a light blue concrete on bottom, iron bars, and a light blue concrete. Then another column of deep slate tile walls, and a second column. Then a column of light blue concrete. Then we're going to put 2 light blue concrete across the bottom here. Then 2 cobbled deep slate above that, and 2 light blue concrete above that. Then we're going to come up here and knock out these 2 and put cobbled deep slate. Then coming up this front, we're going to use light blue shulker boxes. Now Come up under here with deep slate tile stairs and run a row of upside down stairs 5 blocks forward, skip a block, and 2 prismarine brick slabs underneath there. Same thing on this side. So 2 prismarine brick slabs here, and under this section, upside down deep slate tile stairs. Now on the side there's this big leaf painted on it, so we're going to take out green concrete for that. And on this conductor side in this corner, we're going to make a stack of 2 green concrete right here. I made a mistake, it's only supposed to be 2. Then we'll go ahead and extend this column out just like that. Then we're going to start on bottom and make 2 wide and 4 high. And we'll make this further out, so another 2 columns of 4. Then we're going to come off here and we're going to extend it like that and like that. So at the end it should look like this. And actually we're going to put one more in that corner like that. So now we're just going to copy this pattern over to this other side. Hopefully you can see what to do, because I didn't really know how to explain to make this shape. So it should look like that. Then up here we're going to fill these gaps with lime concrete. Same thing over here. And on this back side we fill the gaps with light blue concrete, because the leaf divides the 2 colors of the locomotive. So it should look like that when we're done. Then we can go ahead and fill in this top middle, and we'll just copy our colors here. So lime concrete up here in the front, then green concrete, then light blue. Up here on top of the back, we're going to make a 3x3 of light blue concrete. In the middle, we put a polished black stone slab to be the exhaust. Then we're going to take out prismarine brick stairs, 3 of them facing this way, then prismarine brick slabs coming 3 up each side. Then we're going to switch over and we're going to use the new wax weathered cut copper slabs, 2 of them coming up the sides, and then wax weathered cut copper stairs, 3 coming across here, and fill in this first 2 with slabs. Put a prismarine brick slab on the back here, so there's just a gap of 2. In that gap, we'll open back-to-back warp fence gates to be the horn. Come up here on top of the cab in the top middle, 1 block in from the front. Put a smooth quartz slab, an iron trap door, and a lever. Then we're going to start filling this top in with lime carpet. So come all the way around this, and on this T shape of the nose, and down there. Then keep bringing your lime carpet back across this whole dynamic brake section. Fill this all in. We'll have to come down here and crouch to cover these observers. Then we're going to switch over to light blue carpet for this back section, surround this slab, and then run it up these back outside edges. Now we're going to come down on the side with a string so it can hold up our carpet. So in between all of these batteries here, everywhere there's an open block, put a string. Then we'll do the same thing over on this side. So everywhere we have an open block, put in a string. And that'll hold up our walkway. Now we're going to come up here behind the cab with black carpet. Starting right behind the cab, run black carpet across the top of this, then down on that string, and all the way across, coming up this walkway on the side of the locomotive. Just realized I didn't fill that hole in with lime concrete. Keep bringing the black carpet back. Come all the way around this back here. On the end we make a T-shaped pattern and come around this side and start bringing it forward up here. And just keep bringing it forward all across this. We get up here, come up on this lime concrete, and then one up on that step. Up on the front, we just do a T shape of black carpet. Then we're going to take a warp door, put a door here, and a door over here. Now we're going to take out birch fence for our railing, start on the front bottom here, and we're going to come up by 3. Then over 1, and up 1. Same thing on this side, up by 3, over 1, up 1. Back here, we come up by 4, and same thing here, up by 4. Then switch to a warp fence, put 1 on each inside and 2 on the top. Then we'll come down and do the same thing on the back. So starting in the back corner, 4 birch coming up here, come up by 3 right here, then over 1 and up 1. Same thing here, up 3, over 1 and up 1. Then right here, up by 4. Then switch to warp fence, 1 on each inside and 2 on top, on both sides. Then we'll come over here, attach our warp fence up here and start bringing it all the way forward. When we get right here, we come up 1, start bringing it forward again, then up 1 again here and over 2 to connect. Then we'll come and do the other side for the railings here, still using our warp fence. We're going to come off the back of the cab right here, and we'll start bringing this down the top of this inverter box. When we get right here, we have to come underneath. We'll come down by 3. And then we'll start bringing that all the way back. Once that's connected up, we're going to come back up here in this corner because the railing actually angles. So we're just going to use our fences to make like this stair shape right here. Now we're going to come up on the front and the nose, and we're going to take out the new glow item frame so these lights actually make some light. Put 1 on each side down here for ditch lights with glowstone on them. Then we come up here on the nose with a glow item frame and glowstone for the headlight. Then above the window on the left, take out a dark oak sign and put our locomotive number, which is 2010. Same thing above the other window. Then we're going to hit those signs with white dye so the numbers show up. Then we're going to come down to the back with a birch sign for the locomotive numbers back here. And back here it goes on the outside edges. So a birch sign with 2010. And same thing over on the other side. Then we're going to take out 2 glow item frames in the middle with glowstone for rear headlights, and put 2 down here on the fences with glowstone for rear ditch lights. Now we're going to do the interior, so come on in through this nose door here. We're going to put an end portal in this corner to be the toilet. Then we're going to take smooth sandstone slabs and stack it up right here until it reaches the bottom of the window. Same thing on this side. Then on the side, we'll stack that up till it's the same level as the door. Same thing back here. And we'll use our slabs to make a staircase going down like this. Then we'll stack our slabs up to the same level of the door on this side. Then we're going to go ahead and come on through here. Turn around and put a door right here. Then we'll come back up in here. Back here we'll put a sideways blast furnace and a glowstone to light up the cab. Then we're going to turn around and put an item frame in the middle. Then put an end crystal in that for a computer screen, a slab on the left for the conductor desk, and a lever on the right for the engineer. Then we spin around with stairs and put 2 stairs on either side to be the seats. And now the interior is completed. And there we have it, folks. We've completed GE 2010, the hybrid diesel battery locomotive prototype. I really only built this one because I came across it on YouTube and I really like the color scheme. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there.